Hey guys, Craig Beggins here. Another public service announcement for you guys. You know, it really bothers me because we're in the business of helping people get into homes. And it is just flat out hard. It's still hard. Whether it's interest rates or inventory or property taxes or whatever it is, it's just hard, right? And the market is so complex, there's just not much out there for sale, and there's not much out there for rent either. So I know a lot of you are on the fence going, do I buy or do I rent? Do I buy or do I rent? Well, let's look at your rental options. They're very few and far between, and they're super expensive, right? Many times they're more than what a mortgage payment would be, even with interest rates of the 5.5% range, right? So you have fewer choices to rent. You're typically only going to rent for a year. They're going to raise the prices every year. And then you're subject to landlord control. So if he doesn't extend your lease, you got to move again. And then next year you got to move again. So that's upending your schools and your children and all the other stuff you got to deal with. And if you want to plant flowers in the backyard, you got to get permission. If you want to put a new fence in, you got to get permission. If you want to paint the bedrooms, you got to get permission. So you don't get to customize and make it yours, right? So that's kind of the other side of renting that people, yeah, if something breaks, you call the landlord. But the other thing is that the personal part of home ownership is taking care of it, right? Taking care of it and making it yours. So that's the rental side, right? Good news is, I don't really see a lot of good news. You're not getting write-offs, you're not getting interest deductions, you're not getting property tax deductions, you're not getting any of that. And you can't customize it, and you might have to move every year. The alternative is buying. Prices are real high, but you're gonna pay the mortgage for somebody, you or the landlord. So when you think about that, but then you're saying, the market's so complex, what if the house goes down in value? I don't want to buy it now at $450 and find out it's only worth $400 5 years from now. But, da-da-da-da, I got a big S on my chest today. We have 2 investors that we work with that will let you shop for sale on the MLS, which has a lot more choices than what's for rent. So you can shop what's for sale on the MLS. And of course you have to qualify for their program. But if you have the income and good credit and can make the rent payment and verify that, they will pay cash for the house and they will rent it back to you for up to 5 years. So you got a perfect place to stay for 5 years. It's called a lease to own, right? So you lease it, you live in it, you take care of it like it's yours. And if in end of year one, it's not worth what you paid for it, walk away, don't buy it, and even move out, or stay where you are because you're going to have to move someplace anyway. Next year, if it's worth more than you paid, then buy it or don't, because you got 5 years to figure this out. I just think that is such a better idea. So I'm trying to encourage all of our agents to take rental leads and then educate them on these 2 investors that we have. And it's really, because rents are so high, you can likely rent a home of your choice that was for sale in the MLS. We'll sell it to the investor who will sign a lease up front with you, and better yet, they will guarantee in writing what your rent will be every month for the next 5 years, and every year what the new purchase price will be. So you can really gauge it yourself. Is it worth buying the house? Because when you buy it, you get a fixed rate mortgage, you lock in the taxes, they don't go up as much every year, you're making a strong decision, but you know you bought it when the value is there. So talk to your agent about our 2 investors that have lease to own programs if you're kind of on the fence between buying and renting. Sound like a plan? Let us help you. Thanks.